Hi guys, today we are going to see how to reshape the array. Okay, in last video we had a see that we can check the shape of array. So we are going to figure out the number of dimension along with the each element of for each dimension. Okay, so let's consider for last example we can say we have array of 1. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we have 4 element. Okay, for single element, for single array. Then we're going to create the 2 by 2 array, that is called the matrix. Okay, so in form of matrix it's able to understand for us. So that's we're going to create the matrix. So here we have 2 rows, 2 columns. So that is by 2 by 2. Okay, so as we how create we array here in list 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. This is the way to create the singular array. And how we going to create the 2D array? So first we're going to create the list of array. The first dimension is going to 1 comma 2. So we have 2 elements, and then second dimension we have 3 comma 4. Okay, so now our 2D array get completed. So it is 2 dimension means 2 row and 2 columns, and it is have only 1 row. Okay, and columns are 0. Okay, columns are 0, that's why we call as a 1D array. Okay, or single dimension array. So now if I want to convert this array into single dimension array, okay, so let's consider 2 by 2 array, 2 by 2 array I want to convert into the 1D array. Simple. Okay, or leave it, or we can say 1D array convert into 2D array. So it not equal to, I just for given example, into 2D array. So we're going to see how going to convert the 1D array into the 2D array or 3D array, or 3D array get converted into the 1D array or 2D arrays. Okay, so this is nothing but the reshape the array whenever going to do the calculations, or whenever going to do the some arithmetic filtering. So based on that we can say for that we're going to use the reshaping option. Okay, so let's see, we are going to create the reshape array. So reshape means, okay, so changing the shape of given array, changing the shape of given array. Okay, so that is the first thing. The shape of array is the number of element in each dimension. Okay, so we have a number of dimension here, and we have number of elements for each dimension also. So reshaping, we can add the dimension or we can remove the dimension. That is the biggest advantage of the reshape. So reshape, with the help of reshape we can add or remove the dimensions. Of array. Okay, so either each dimension or we can change the elements also. So let's see how we can create the 1D array into the 2D arrays. So for example, we already given here, so we have 1D array here, 4 elements are there. So I want to create the 2D array. So I can, how we can create the 2D array over here from 1D array. So let's consider array underscore 1. This is our 1 dimension array. Np dot array one comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, so we have 4 element. Now I want to convert into the 2 dimensions. Okay, so thing is that we are going to create the new object of array. We are not going to append into the existing array. So for that we are going to create the new or array underscore 2d, okay, equal to array of, or we can say array underscore 1 dot reshape. Okay, so we're going to give the reshape. So reshape means here we're going to change the how many dimensions are there, how many dimension you want after changing or for restructuring array, and how many element for each dimension we have to given the here. So first we going to give the dimension. Okay, so I want to 2 dimension and 2 elements for each dimensions, because we have only 4 elements. So 4 elements we have means we have 2 dimensions and 2 element for each dimensions. So let's do this. Let's execute, let's print this newly created array, and let's what going to happen. So okay, so we're going to create here 1D array, sorry 2D array, from 1D array to 2D array. So this is the way we're going to change the shape of array. Okay, so basically we're going to convert here, reshape the 1D array into the 2D array. So we're going to create the 2 dimensions, dimension 1 and dimension 2, along with the 2 element for each dimension. Okay, so if may question rise in your mind, okay, so if I given here three elements and I am trying to create the 2D array, does it possible? It is not going to possible, because whenever we're going to create the any matrix, so we should have a equivalent element along with the equivalent for each dimension. We have equivalent element. Okay, because right now we have 3 dimension. So let's consider we have 3, we are going to create the 2 dimension, and we are going to given the each dimension we have 2 elements. But if you see there this array, we can able to create the 2 dimension. Okay, but last we're going to create the 2 dimension, but we don't have a sufficient element to fulfill into that dimension. So that's why it is going to throw an error. So whenever you're going to create array, or whenever you're going to reshape the array, you should be consider you have a equal distribution or even array, not a you should have even number of element in given array. Okay, then and that, okay, then and then you're going to create the, or we're going to reshape the array as per your requirement, otherwise it will throw an error. Just okay, cannot the reshape array size 3 into the shape 2 by 2. Okay, so we have size 3 means we have 3 element, and we are this 3 by 3 size 3 or element 3 are not going to fit into the 2 by 2 shape. Okay, so let's consider, we say we have 3 elements, okay, and 2 by 2 size we are given here, means size is not going to fit. Okay, size is not going to fit. Let's consider if I given I will keep things same as for the single dimension array. So I will keep element 3 are there, and I want to change the element size in a reshape array. Okay, so here we keep the 2 dimension, but size of element is going to change. So still it is not going to create, because the element distribution are not equivalent for each dimension while we are going to create the reshape array. So I'm just going to rerun it again. So what error we get, we're going to say, okay, cannot reshape the array of size 3 not into shape 3 by 1, because we are going to create the 2 dimensions and we don't have a equivalent, or we can say we don't have equal distribution of element to the for each dimension. So that's why it's throwing an error. So whenever you're going to reshape the array, always keep in mind we should have a even number of element distribution for each dimensions. Okay, that is an importance. So I will just go and keep 2 by 2, and I'm going to add here 4. So we have a even number, 4 is even number, and we have distribution 2 by 2. So it will going to create the array. So this is the way we're going to create the 2D array from single dimensions. Now 1D to 3D. Okay, so now we're going to shape the 1D array to 3D array. So this is the example of, I can say, I will just write it here, reshape 1D to 2D. Okay, 1D to 2D. So that is a good example for understanding. Now we're going to create reshape 1D array to 3D array. Okay, so we're going to create the array underscore 1, then we're going to create numpy np dot array, and here we're going to list. Okay, so now if you see here, we have a already we say we have to even distribution of element to create the 3D or 2D array if when you are going to reshape from single dimension to the 2 dimension or 3 dimension. So let's consider I will give a even distribution. Let's consider 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 sorry comma 7 comma 8 comma 9 comma 10 comma 11 comma 12. Okay, so this is the, we can say, and if even distribution for even not a distribution but even number of elements in this array. So we just go and check the shape of this array. So what we'll get the output here, we'll get the 12. Okay, so now we are going to create the 3D array. Okay, so similar way going to create the 3D array, just one dimension or one input parameter get changes array underscore 3D. Okay, so array1 dot reshape, because we're going to change the array for this array1 dot reshape. Okay, now here if you see, we are given to one dimension sorry 2 dimension 2 elements. Okay, here we are going to give a 3 dimension, means here we can say 2 row 3 columns or 3 row 2 columns. So we're going to say 2 by 3, that is my matrix, comma each dimension have a 2 rows. So I'm just going to execute it, so it will going to give me the 3D array. Okay, I just need to print it again. I forget to print it. Okay, so we have a 2 dimensions, 2 rows and 3 sorry we have 2D array along with the 3 rows and 2 dimensions. So here we're going to create the change of elements. So I will going to create the change of element with the 3. We're just going to play it. So what error we going to see, because 2 into 3 6 have 3 elements, it is not possible. 6 divided by 2, so we'll get 12, or 6 into 2 we'll get the 12. But if you go into 3 into 6 into 3 18, so we don't have that number of element here, so that's why it is going to throw an error. So this is the way you're going to create the calculations and you're going to create the number of elements. So let's consider we are going to change here 2 by 2 along with the 2 dimension. So how many dimension get created over here, we can say. So 2 by 2 4 into 2 8. So we have number of elements, more than elements are there, so it not going to create the array over here. So this is the way we're going to understand, and we have to create the we have to reshape the array. Okay, so based on shape you're going to based on element we're going to create the array. So this is the way we're going to create it. So this is from 1D array, sorry 1D to 3D. So okay, so now we are going to see we are already see 2D array, 3D sorry converting from 1D to 2D and 1D to 3D also. Okay, so let's consider if I don't know the dimension of array. Okay, so let's consider here we given 2 dimensions are there. So let's consider I am not sure. Okay, I am not sure how many dimension I should give here. Okay, so in that case it's known as unknown dimensions. So you just give a -1. So numpy will be calculate for you how many dimension you should create, and based on that you will give a output. Okay, so in case of you don't have a dimension or exact, you don't know exact figure, you just pass the row and column value and just give the -1. that is nothing but the unknown dimension. So this way it will going to create make some calculation and going to create the array for you. So this is the way you're going to create it. Okay, so let's consider I want to reshape the array, convert to array from. Now we are now up to this we are going to see how we are going to convert from 1D to 2D or 1D to 3D, but I want to convert the dimension into the 1D array. Okay, so let's consider I have a 2D array or might be I have a 3D array, but I want to convert into the single dimensions. Okay, so for that I am going to create the 2D array here. Array 2D equals to numpy dot array bracket 1 comma 2 comma 3 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, so this is nothing but the 2D array. We can go and check it. Okay, so we can check it, so it will show display there. Oh sorry, see here we have to give one more curly bracket, it will find. Okay, so we have 2 by 3. Okay, 2 rows and 3 columns, so 2 by 3. So first what we can say here, if you show dot shape, okay, 2 by 3, it will going to give us 2 rows and 3 columns. So now I want to convert this 2 rows and 3 columns 2D array into the single dimension array. So what is the uh, procedure for that? So same, array underscore 2 dot reshape, okay, -1, because we don't know dimension here, and single dimension, so single array don't have any dimension, so that's why we give the -1 reshape. So here we don't know the dimensions, so based on that you will going to calculate. Here also for the single dimension we don't know the dimension, so it don't have a dimension. So flattening array, this is called the flattening array. This is the way we can say the name of this is a flattening. So we are going to change the shape, flattening the array. So means we are going to convert the 2D array into the 1D array. That is means we are going to change the dimension. Okay, we remove all dimension and make the make the all element available into single dimension. That is called single flattening array. Okay, so we're going to just go and paste it, and array name is not clear, it's spelling mistake. Okay, so this is the way we are going to change the dimension 2D to 1D array. So 2D to 1D array. That's it. So this is the way we are going to reshape the array from 1D to 2D, 2D to 3D, or 3D to 1D, or 1D to 2D to 1D. So this is the way we are going to create. So change the flattening the array, we have lot many functions are there. So I just given the name over here for now, but in future we are going to see it. So first is the flatten function name, then the reval. Okay, then we're going to have rearranging the array. Okay, so rearranging the array, so we have different functions available there. Okay, rot 90 degree, flip, we're going to change it, we're going to see it actually, flip LR and flip up. So we're going to see this array in detail in future session. So for now just keep in mind there are ways to reshape the array, there are functions are available into. So we have to reshape the, so we have function to reshape the array, that is reshape function. So flattening the array means like considering 2D array to 1D array, that we have flatten and reval functions available, and rearrange the rearranging the array. So we have rot 90, flip LR flip up UD. So these are the different functions we have here, okay, to change the shape of array, okay, either it's 1D array or 2D array or 3D array. So we are going to definitely see this function which are very important while creating working with the machine learning or data science. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching my video. Please share, subscribe, do comment and press the bell icon so you get the notification for upcoming video. Thank you so much.